Hey there everybody, welcome to the Bassin and More Outdoor channel. I'm Justin. So today we got a brand new scope. This is the Vortex Diamondback 6x24 by 50. This thing has gotten some amazing reviews and I thought I would give her a shot. And today we're going to sight in your rifle. Mind you, I am not a pro at any means whatsoever, but I do have a good idea on what I'm doing. And for me, that's good enough, and hopefully you guys can get some good information out of this. So there's two ways you can do this. First off, you can pop your bolt out, and once you have your bolt out, you can actually see down the bore to your target. And what you want to do is you want to line that target up in the bore. Once you've done that, then take your scope and put your crosshairs on the target so that your scope matches your bore. Today the way we're going to do it is we're actually going to do a laser sight. So I have a laser here and we just put this in the end of the barrel of our gun and we put that on the target, and then we're going to put our crosshairs on the laser. With the laser sight you have different size diameters of bore in your barrel, and you have to make sure you get the right size so that it grabs good, sticks in the gun good. Otherwise it could be a little loose and a little off, but the main goal is to get us close enough so that our first shot at least gets on paper. So now we're going to look down this, see if we could find our laser. All right. Laser is not going to work for me today, is it? Okay, let's see if we can do this by bore sighting. So right there is my target. So what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and move this down. Move that down. And we're going to move this over. Okay, maybe a little more on that. Okay, so right there, right out of the box, I've had to move this over 9 clicks and this one 8 clicks to get this to line up center target with the bore. So now at this point what we're going to do is we're going to put our bolt back in and we're going to fire a shot. So I'm going to get ready here. Okay, so now that we're pretty much lined up, let's make sure that we've got safeties on. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to chamber one, and we're going to get that lined up. And not level. So let's get the gun level. There we go. Gun's level. Okay. So we are ready to send one. And let's see where we end up here. Sorry, just trying to get that final adjustment. Safety off. And first shot. Vortex. Okay, so I'm actually going to go up there and show you guys what we got. Looks like we ended up high and to the left. So always safety, make sure we got nothing in. Let's go take a look. Okay guys, as you can see, This is our first shot after bore sighting, and I'm good with this. After bore sighting, the only thing you want to be able to do is get on paper. We're on paper. Now with this, these are 1-inch squares, so we know I was aiming right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4.5 inches we're off, and 1 inch over. So now we can go adjust and try to see if we can get that bullseye. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the crosshairs on it and give that a shot first and see how well I do. So what you wanna do is get your crosshairs, and sorry guys, I don't have the technology yet to show you what I'm seeing and doing, but I promise I will get that soon, and a mount that I can put on my scope here through my phone, and you guys can see what I'm doing. So now that we've got that centered on our crosshairs, which is where we aimed our shot in the first place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make our adjustment, and we're going to go up right there, and we're going to move our over so that we are now where I hit my shot. So now that we've adjusted that, and guys, I've got barely any wind out here at all, so this is not going to make any sort of adjustment. But now we're going to go ahead and recenter on the bullseye again. Remember, we're aiming for the dead center target, which is right there. So now we're going to go ahead and chamber another one, and we're going to take shot number 2, see where this guy ends up. Remember, we always have that safety on until we take a shot. So right there. Yeah, I'm an idiot. That's what these are for. That hurts. That's ringing the ears quite a bit. Well, let's see how we did. Bam! We are dialed 50 yards, guys. Let's go up and take a look at that. Remember, safety always on. And make sure your bolt is open before going downrange. Okay, guys, not bad. 2 shots is all it took. And as you can see, I'm now sighted at 50 yards. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change targets out, and we're going to move to 100 yard. All right, guys, now that we've got ourselves moved, we can use our rangefinder here. And I think I'm just over 100 yards here. Yeah, it shows me at 115. But you know what? I'm okay with that. So, just so we don't forget them. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust our magnification here. Okay. So one thing I always like to do is make sure I'm level. Which looks like, there we go. So shooting level is a whole nother video, guys, which I'll get into at some point, but I do have a level on this side, and I like to make sure I'm level before I take my shots. Just gives you that much more accuracy. So now that we're sighted in, we're level, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put one in. We're going to get ready for the first shot at 100 yards. Wow, that looks really good, guys. So we're just a little bit right as far as elevation. I think I've got this dialed in just right. We're going to go ahead and just move this over a couple of clicks. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Heard a beep, looked over, and it showed my memory card was full. I had to erase my last 2 fishing videos. So no worries, we should be good now. So what we've done is we made a slight adjustment on the wind. I might have gone the wrong way as I'm still learning this scope a little bit. So I'm hoping we went the right way, but only one way to tell. Let's send another one down and see where we're at. We're gonna do the same thing as last time. We're gonna center target. That one's still a little right. Somehow ended a little low. So let's get that target. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm hoping to be a little more centered this time. Don't know why that one ended up low compared to that last one being like right on. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I did. Holy cow, I did. My bad. Like I said, guys, not a pro in any means. Okay. This is why we do this. Get out here and learn. A little better. One of these days I'll figure this gun out. Or not gun, scope. That's probably the win, guys. But the elevation looked really good on that one. So, let's see what this one does. This is why we're doing this. Get ourselves sighted at 100 yards. Perfect. Guys, I am good with that. Hell yeah. Sorry, took me a couple of tries to get that down. But we are now sighted at 100 yards. All right, guys, well, honestly, it took me 4 more shots than I was hoping to get this dialed in, but first shot was right here. And my mistake was, instead of moving this over, I was actually going the wrong way. So my second shot ended up here. Then I realized what I was doing, moved it back, and third shot ended up here. Then I took my fourth shot, ended up here. Don't know what happened on that one. So then I finally made that adjustment the right way. Took my fifth shot, ended up here. So then at that point I made that slight adjustment back, and as you can see, pretty happy with that. That's 100 yards, and mind you guys, that's a little 1-inch squared 100 yards. So I'm pretty happy with that. Well, that's it for today, guys. At least we got sighted in at 100 yards. Took a minute, but whatever. All right, guys, so behind me, way back there, 200 yards is that target. like I said, I'm kind of new at this, and this is the point of this channel, is so that you guys can follow me and grow with me as I learn this stuff. In the past, the type of shooting I've always done has just been 50 yards away at max, maybe 75, and just blowing stuff up, bottles, cans, whatever I could find. You know, the type of stuff you do as a kid with your parents. As of recently, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and get into the precision shooting game. I've got a lot to learn. It is a brand new gun, and I went out a couple weeks ago and I shot the initial 40 rounds through it, breaking in the barrel. So if you guys don't know, when you break in a barrel, and everybody has their own opinions on this, guys, but the way I was told is fire one shot, clean the rifle. Fire a second shot, clean the rifle. Third shot, clean the rifle, all the way to 10. Once you do 10 shots and you've cleaned the rifle after every shot, then you move to 3 shots and you clean the rifle after every 3 shots. And you do that all the way to 40. Nothing like a butterfly in the view. So once you get all the way to 40, your barrel's broke in. And that's what I've been told. So I did exactly that. Cleaned the barrel real good and got it to where it was clean on paper. Now from here on out, after every time you just go out shooting, you just clean the barrel and you should be fine. Like I said, it's a brand new scope. When I first fired the initial 40 shots, it was just a cheap Pinty scope that came with the rifle. And like I said, I've upgraded to the Vortex Diamond. It is a $400 scope, and I know in the scope world that is still cheap. But same thing with the gun. The gun is an entry-level gun. I am not going to go out and spend $3,000 on a gun, $1,000 on a scope until I know that I like this and enjoy this. And it's still too early to tell. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in and checking this out with me. Good news is we got the gun easily sighted in at 100 yards. 50 yards only took 2 shots, as you saw, which was amazing. And I know some of you will tell you should have shot a couple more just to make sure it was sighted, but I'm pretty sure it was, as 100 yards I immediately got on paper. So I'm good with that. Got into 100 yards. It took me a minute to realize which direction I needed to go with the scope, but once I got that dialed down, you saw that I easily hit center target. Geez, you guys gotta love when you're out here in the woods or in the nature, you know, you got horse flies and bees bothering you. Anyways, but yeah, you saw I easily got that. You know, it took 6 shots for, you know, 3 more or 4 more than I really wanted to, but I got it in target. So then I moved out to 200 yards, and the first 2 shots I wasn't even on paper, so I made a couple adjustments here and there, got it on paper. I'm out of rounds now at this point, so I can't dial that in any better, which that's okay with me. These were store-bought rounds. At this point I'm going to start doing my own loads, and with my own loads hopefully I'll get a little bit more accurate, and next time I come out here I'll have definitely more time and more rounds with me to where I can easily get this thing dialed in at 200 yards. And then from there, once I'm dialed in at 200, I'm going to start doing a dope sheet and moving myself back to 300, 400, and so on. And just getting the practice in. And like I said, I am new, so I don't plan on shooting 500 yards on my second trip out, third trip with the rifle. I do expect it might take me a little bit more time than I thought. You know, and that's fine with me. I'm not entering any competition next week. In fact, most likely given COVID and the fact that competitions are a little limited right now, I'll probably just spend this year focused on the rifle and the ammunition, getting it dialed in, and hopefully by this time next year I'll actually be entered in a competition, hopefully for the first time. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Definitely get in the comments, let me know what you thought. If you guys liked what you saw today, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. I just appreciate it. It's nice to see the subscriptions coming in. That means that I'm doing something right and you guys are liking me a little bit. Perfect timing, as it looks like somebody else is coming up the road to get some shooting in. So let me sign off and get out of here. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it so much. Have yourselves a great day. Isn't that fun? Heck yeah.